VKJ TV.
Man, I don't even know why they did this, man. Yo, we didn't even ask for it, dog. We ain't asked for none of this craziness, bro. All right. Let's get into it, fam. Let's get into this live discussion.
VKJ TV.
We fooled you. We fooled you. You thought we was talking trash about IronHeart. You gotta be out of your mind, dog. You gotta be out of your mind. You gotta be out of your mind. Crazy. All right. Let me bring up the squad. We got the Lawrence report in the building. We got Mo 69 in the building. Let me bring her in real quick, man. Let's get into this, fam. Welcome to the MHU Marvel Heads Unite. I am here with the squad. We are back in the building. It's been a minute since I seen y'all. I miss y'all. I'm glad we back. What's good? What's going on, Mo? What's going on, Lawrence? How y'all doing?
I'm great. I can't wait to talk about episodes 1 through 3.
Yeah.
Because I thoroughly enjoyed it. Y'all know it's in my home city. So.
Yes. Yes. We gonna get to that. We gonna get to all of that. We gonna make sure the authenticity is right there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Lawrence, how you doing, brother?
I am feeling good, Jay. It has been a minute since we have got together, but like Mo said, I'm ready to take a deep dive into IronHeart and shut these hitters up because we got a lot to talk about, baby. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Family, we see y'all. Thank you for coming through. It's your man, VKJ, and the squad. MHU is in the building, fam. We're going to get into this live discussion, man. I'm not even going to hold y'all. Let's get right to it, fam, because I'm excited about talking about it. Yo, we got a lot to celebrate as well, you know what I'm saying? Because all the haters out there, now they got to eat some crud. They got to eat whatever, you know what I'm saying? They got to eat some crud, you know what I mean? So let's get to it, fam. If you are in the chat, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're here for the very first time. How am I sounding? Am I good? I'm good.
Brother,
yeah, you good.
Sound good. Sharp and crisp.
I like it like that. You know what I mean? Okay, family. So let's get to it, man. For real, I want to get your first impressions. So I got a new rating system. Okay, I got a new rating system. All right, it's brand new, but kind of not new. All right. So here we go. Here's the new rating system right here. Rated either 1 or it was fire, 2 if it was good, 3 if it's meh, or 4 you're not feeling it. I'm gonna go the ladies first, the Chi-Town's finest. Mo Love, what did you rate the first 3 episodes of IronHeart?
I rated it 1. It was 5. Okay.
It's 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we gonna find out why you say it's 5? We're gonna find out. Get a bomb for that too. Okay. My guy, the Lawrence report, the reporter of all the Lawrences. Look, bro, what do you rate it? 1, 2, 3, or 4? What do you rate it, bro?
Big fire emoji for me. Big fire emoji.
Okay. You say fire. It's fire. Okay.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Family, chime in below. Let us know, what do you rate it? 1 for fire, 2 for it was good, 3 for it was meh, or 4 you're not feeling it. And if you ain't feeling it, that's okay too. Be honest. Just be honest. It's okay. But me, I'm going to give it a 1 as well. You already know. We're excited about this. I'm excited about it, family, because man, oh man. What does it say? It says Dominique Thorne is leading the charge in Marvel's IronHeart. Family, what do you think about Dominique Thorne, man? Because honestly, when she was in Wakanda Forever, they introduced her. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about her. So it was an okay introduction. But in this one right here, this is her story. This is everything. What do you think about Dominique Thorne as far as being an actress and what she did in the first 3 episodes? I'm gonna start with you, Lawrence.
So speaking of Wakanda Forever, I really do believe that was basically like the appetizer, right? That's like an
Yeah.
introduction to what she is and what she could be, right?
Yeah.
But of course, we see her in her own show, and I do believe that the actress Dominique Thorne was absolutely born to play the one and only Ironheart, the one and only Riri Williams. I think this was a perfect casting, I should say. I remember I saw a video a while back when she auditioned to play Shuri with Chadwick, right? They went through a test screening, but unfortunately, she didn't get the role of Shuri. But they remember her audition tape, and they saved it for Riri Williams, for her to play Riri Williams. So I am loving this actress right here. Of course, I have my flaws, within the series, but so far, I like what I'm seeing with this actress and what she can bring to the table with the MCU.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's continue to celebrate. Let's continue to celebrate. #1 streaming show on Disney Plus. Over Grey's Anatomy. Okay, as of yesterday, right?
Yes,
right?
as of yesterday. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? #1 streaming hit. It's a hit show, family. It's a hit show, and we only got 3 episodes, family. Come on, haters. What are y'all talking about? Y'all didn't even see it, and those who saw it, you know what I mean? Like, just bounce with all that. Mo, talk to me about your feelings about Dominique and all that she is accomplishing. She is from Trinidad and Tobago. Shout out to the Caribbean family out there. But this is all based in your city as well. How do you feel about Dominique and it being based in Chicago?
Well, I'm excited to once again another show being in Chicago. I was like, what is up with that lately? But yeah. So I like her performance in the first 3 episodes compared to Wakanda Forever. I really, like you said, it wasn't really focused on her. So it's like you kind of put her like far in the back of your mind. But first 3 episodes, I really love her performance.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Shout out to the squad. I see y'all in the building. I see the squad. You know what I'm saying? They chiming in. What's up, Lord Bison? What's going on, Bucks? Thoughts?
Hey,
yeah,
y'all.
man. Yeah, man. You already know. You know what I'm saying? You already know. You know what I'm saying? We see y'all. We see y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. Share this out. You know what it is. You know what it is. Yeah, fam. So I'm excited about it because, yes, it's in Chicago. Another one in Chicago. I don't know. Something in the water over there. I don't know. It's something in the environment. It's just, I guess it's a beautiful place. Like, I've been there one time in the winter. Haven't been there in the summer. I heard it's real nice. Yeah, I heard y'all be
summertime shy.
Yes. I heard y'all be getting it in. What's up? Slice of Horrors in the building. Yeah, I heard y'all be getting it in, man. I heard y'all really go all out. You know what I mean?
But Mo, I knew you had to recognize some of those places. When they were shooting in the first
episode. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if they really gonna capture. I'm not gonna say the other show that's kind of based in Chicago, but if they really gonna capture some shots in Chicago, I'm like, okay, that's legit.
Yeah. I know. Okay. Amy's from Chicago as well. Amy V. Y'all seen her with me a long time ago. Doing stuff, and she's like, actually. That corridor that when they was walking up, that was actually where I lived. I was like, what? You lived right up in there? It's like, yeah, I lived right there before I moved to Virginia. I was like, oh, that's crazy. But yeah, man, right here, we can see right here, okay? I'm going to read this. IronHeart rose from 30% to 71% on Rotten Tomatoes after getting review bombed before it was even released. You guys are sick, okay? Y'all sick. What is the problem with y'all? You know what I'm saying? Y'all see a black young genius fictional character and y'all gonna go and bomb it before he even comes out? Come on, man. What's wrong with y'all, man? You know what I'm saying? Go get therapy. You know what I'm saying? For real. This other thing right here, they rated it 8, right, out of 10. And look at your boy Robert Downey Jr. He even praised Dominique Thorne as a perfect successor to Iron Man. Shout out to RDJ.
Yes. If you get the big cosign from RDJ, it's legit.
Heck yeah. Right. Heck yeah. They even went as far as to say, well, you know what? They paid RDJ $1 million. I was like, I don't believe that BS. Come on with the BS. What is wrong with y'all, man? Go get some therapy. No. For real. But for everybody that ever said that this young lady is not pretty, look at her, man. She's a beautiful. Trinidadian woman. Come on, man.
They said that?
Yeah, man.
Right. I ain't hear that.
Bruh.
Well, I
Wow.
did. Never mind. Take it
Bruh,
back.
yeah, you already know. They was talking mad trash. They was trying to throw her under whatever, say that she's the Iron Monkey. All this BS, dog. I'm like, yo, what is wrong with y'all, man? You know what I'm saying? Why y'all
Yeah.
trashing this girl? Like this young lady. You know what I mean? She's beautiful. All of that, man. Don't trash our sisters. And that's why, honestly, I'm on a mission for real. I think we all on a mission. My man got the Malcolm X hat with the Black Panther shirt. We all on a mission. We are no longer allowing these people.
Right.
I don't care who they are. They could be black, white, green, or whatever. We are no longer allowing people to disrespect our black queens. Period. You know what I'm saying? Cut that shit out.
Yep.
Cut it out. You know what I'm saying? Cut that out. We ain't doing that over here.
Yeah.
So shout out to everybody that's down with the movement, because it's a movement, family, because it's unnecessary hate going on. And we will, as my man, we will not have it. M'Baku says, we will not have it. Okay? Beautiful, man. Beautiful, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? We got to protect our queens. And as y'all said, the cast, bro. The cast was good. The cast, I mean, come on. We got Anthony, man, dog. The dude was in Hamilton. The dude was in The Heights, yo. The Heights is one of my favorites, you know what I'm saying? Musicals, because, you know, it's like Washington Heights, New York City. That's right uptown from Harlem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had a little shorty over there, you know what I'm saying? So I know all about it, you know what I mean? But the cast was incredible, yo. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say shout out to Harlem World.
Word. New York City in the building, say. You know what I'm saying? But the cast, I like the cast, right? I like what they was doing. I like what they was putting down. And to me, we can't go any further without acknowledging the incredible, incomparable, he can't miss. Who we talking about? Ryan Coogler. Come on, man.
Good old Ryan.
Your man can't miss, dog. He can't miss, family. Bruh. What did you think about Ryan Coogler's involvement? I'm going to start with you, Mo. We already know he did Fruitvale Station, Creed 1, 2, and 3, Black Panther 1, 2, and they working on 3, right? Judas and the Black Messiah, Dominique was in that too. All right, he's working on Eyes of Wakanda. I think Eyes of Wakanda's done, and that's coming out. Of course, Sinners, and now IronHeart. What did you think about hearing when they said, you know what, Ryan Coogler's gonna be involved as executive producer, Mo?
I knew it was gonna be fire. Look, I know it's gonna be fire. Look, I know it's gonna be fire. I know it's gonna be authentic for as shooting wise, location and stuff. Like it's gonna be legit. So yeah, and he's still like riding off this high of Sinners. So it's like, yo, it's up from here. Okay, it's up and it's stuck. Okay, so shout out to Ryan.
Up and it's stuck. I love it. Lawrence, man, talk to me about, you know, your thoughts on Ryan Coogler, my brother.
It's simple, Jay and Mo. It's really simple. He has, in my personal opinion, the golden Midas touch.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, I feel like this man right here has not missed with his projects yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everything he put out has literally been a culture changer. We talk about Ryan Coogler stuff for weeks. People are still talking about Sinners because I think it's now about to hit streaming services, right? I saw the other day. A creator I follow, he had a Sinners party. You know what I'm saying? Again, this man Ryan Coogler has the Midas touch, in my personal opinion. Yeah, I didn't necessarily like Black Panther Wakanda Forever because, you know, some of the death scenes in there, and they killed the queen, but I'm saying outside of that, I think he has that touch. I'm a Coogler fan. Whatever you putting out, for me, it's a must see always.
Absolutely. I agree 1000% with both of you. Man, this brother has been making his way up, and every movie that he has put out has made over $100 million. Okay, let's put that out there. So for him to be involved with this and to do such I would say, and Sinners was prolific, man. Sinners was the president, all right, of everything, because he, you know, if you already know, but we ain't here to talk about Sinners. You know what I'm saying? We ain't here to talk about Sinners. But shout out to Ryan Coogler. But I'd be remiss if I didn't make sure that we identify the sisters also who were working with Ryan and also executive producers as well. So Who we got? We got Chanaka Hodge. She was the creator and writer of the show. Not the creator of IronHeart, but of the show, the story. You know what I'm saying? She wrote it all. You know what I mean? And then you got the co-directors and executive producers, Sam Bailey, Angela Barnes, okay? Both of these two, they directed all of the episodes. And then over there, you see over there? Zinzi Kugler. Who is she related to, I guess, huh? Ryan Coogler's wife.
Coogler's wife. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
The Mrs.
What y'all think about this, man? These ladies right here in the sources, Black Girl Nerds. What y'all think about this?
I mean, it shows through the episode that is a woman touch. When it comes to Riri and her mother and stuff, and her AI Natalie / best friend. Yeah, so it shows. Definitely shows for sure.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right, let's get into it. Lawrence, you had anything you want to add?
Yeah, I just want to say I think it's Black girl magic, you know what I'm saying, for these writers, producers to be at Marvel, to be able to get behind something like Riri Williams is absolutely incredible. I don't know too much about these ladies' work, but hey, it's Black women, so I'm going to support them regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah, they've done a lot of work. If you look up Chanaka Hodge, crazy work. Okay, let's get into this, man. Streaming right now. If you haven't seen it, go see it. IronHeart, first 3 episodes. And again, I know we talked about, the whole dropping 3 here, dropping 3 there. Lawrence, you still feel the same? Because honestly, I'm glad they dropped 3, yo. I'm really glad.
I said in my review, in this occasion right here, I am glad they dropped 3, because if you would have just left it with episode 1, you need to drop 3 for this series right here. So I'm completely cool with it as of right now.
Absolutely. And Mo, you said the same, right? You said the same.
Here.
All right. Let's get to it, man. Okay, let's talk about Riri Williams, right? We talked about Dominique Thorne. Riri Williams, number 1, she is from Chicago. Go ahead, give it up. Mo, throw your hands in the air. Do whatever y'all do in Chicago. She got the Riri shirt. She representing. Representing the shy, representing Riri Williams from Wakanda Forever shirt. Man, she's a genius inventor. All right, genius inventor. Now, again, this is not far-fetched. We have a lot of genius inventor teens, Black teens out there. Ask the chat. Ask ChatGPT, ask Google. There's a whole list of young ladies and men who are geniuses out there. Don't get it twisted, okay? Don't get it twisted, all right? Raised in poverty, attended MIT, and she would do anything for her family. What do you think about Riri? Are you feeling sorry for Riri? Are you rooting for Riri? I'm going to start with you, Lawrence.
To be honest, I see Riri. She knows she has a gift. You know what I'm saying? We know that she's just all out genius right here.
Yeah.
And she knows that she's going to use this right here to get her family out of any type of a struggle that they may have been dealing with in the past. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I see Riri Williams as, using this right here to get her family to a better situation. But at the same time, she's a hero. She's been in Wakanda with Black Panther and Shuri. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's dope in itself.
Heck yeah. She's also a community hero. If we watch the show, we see she was in the newspaper. She is praised by business people, by the whole community. Like, it's somebody to look up to aspire to. And she's only 17 years old. She's super young. So she's been doing this for a while. Mo, talk to me about your first impression when you found out everything about Riri Williams. Were you impressed? Were you inspired?
Yeah, definitely all those things. And I kind of feel, bad a little bit for us, the past trauma of losing her stepfather and her best friend. So so that keep creeping in as we see, and some she hasn't dealt with yet. So it's like,
right.
And I'm proud of seeing this young genius. To be honest, I'm very proud. And she got hustle in her, because when she was at MIT, she was hustling, trying to get that dough, doing projects for people, and until she got caught and then she got kicked out.
Right.
So she's a hustler, so I like that.
Oh, oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, she's definitely a hustler, We're going to get to that too and talk about that as well. But you can see a little bit of it right here. Yeah. What did you think about the CGI? What did you think about the special effects? Was it on point? I personally thought it was definitely on point. Like the shades, the coloring. You know how sometimes in CGI kind of blurs or whatever, but I didn't see none of that. Like they really worked on this. Lawrence, what you think about the CGI, man?
The CGI was great. I didn't see no mishaps or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I thought everything was set in stone. I had no issues at all with the CGI.
Yeah.
Same here. It was crisp. It looked crisp. There was nothing to nitpick about that for me. For these eyes.
Oh, okay? Oh, yeah. The CGI and also how it was shot. I can tell Ryan's hand is in this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can tell, like, you can see on these pictures, man, just the shading and the filters that's on the camera and how, you know, when she's walking into the pizza spot and how dark it is, but still the colors are popping out through the dark. Bro, I'm like, yo, is this Sinners? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, just the quality of it, I can tell, I can see it all. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I definitely.
Not surprised because if you can have two Michael B's, all this ring.
Oh yeah,
it's a piece of cake.
What you think about the AI though? You know what I'm saying? When she was expelled, you know what I'm saying? It's like she got her suit busted out of there, right? And then we got Trevor, the AI, and you know this reminds us of Clippy, right? You remember Clippy from back in the day?
Yes.
I used to hate Clippy, man. Clippy got on my nerves. I'm like, get out of here, Clippy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with you? But you could. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say that was the early stages, Jay, of the internet. Clippy.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. You know what I'm saying? So see, it was funny because she was trying to log in and was asking for her student ID. You know what I mean? So she used the AI from the school, and it was like, dang, okay. And it was like, yeah, Chicago. And they started telling them about Chicago. No, give me a route to Chicago. I thought that was dope. And it was funny. You know what I'm saying? So we got Trevor, we got Miss Minutes from Low Key. And we can't forget Clippy, all right? Shout out to Clippy, okay? OG AI, you know what I mean? I love it. We geeking out over here. Shout out to everybody. Thank you for coming through. I see you. Let's get to it, family. Out the gate, I loved how they started the story, right? They established this sisterhood without even saying too much. You know what I'm saying? The images and just them talking about, you know, what they want to do. She mentioned pimp tech. There you go. Pimp tech, right? Mm-hmm. She mentioned Stark Enterprises, Tony Stark and all this and that, what she wanted to do, what does she want? And she's asking Natalie what she wants. And she's like, yeah, I want a high date with Thor. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was cute. You know what I mean? Like these little girls, they like sisters. Yeah. And then she's like, yeah, well, we gotta stop the tape. She's like, nah, I just want to be happy. You know what I mean? And that was a beautiful thing. And you could see this sisterhood. I think a lot of people are not talking about this, and they should talk about this because this is important right here. And this establishes the humanization of Dominique and why she is going through the trauma she's going through, because they were so close since little girls. You see over there in the top corner, she doing her hair. You know what I'm saying? Like I got sisters, you know what I'm saying? When y'all do each other hair, she just like, it hurts. You know, you can see right there, you know what I mean? But I love this about them. Mo, talk to me about how this kind of like affected you in any type of way, or how it was definitely necessary.
It was definitely necessary. Just to see her background, and it was very necessary to see what's going to come forward. We see it in the future. So it's very, it definitely has some emotional ties. It will catch you in the field. So it humanizes her. So she's just not this tech genius that's going off the rails, just hustling money for some, you know, it's just giving her that she's a human. Mm-hmm. It humanizes her. So it's like she has some real life problems, which is this trauma she was left with the stepfather and her best friend. And I'm glad to see this actress. Last time I seen her, she was in All of Us. What was that?
This Is Us. This Is Us. Yeah.
So
that's Lyric.
So it was good to see her on the screen.
Absolutely. Before I get to you, Lawrence, we got to shout out my man Lord Bison with the super chat. My guy, appreciate you, my brother. Lord Bison in the building, salutes. He says, I hope Riri meets Sam Wilson and Jim Rose. Oh, yeah. I think that's on the way, brother. I think that's on the way. Yeah. Well, she got to meet Sam Wilson. You know what I mean? So Lawrence, talk to me about the sisterhood. Talk to me about them establishing this and everything, brother.
Well, for me, I love the way Riri mentioned some of the people that she kind of want to follow into their footsteps. I'm talking about Tony Stark. I'm talking about Hank Pym. You know what I'm saying? You see these two beautiful brown-skinned women. You know what I'm saying? They're developing a great, deep sisterhood, a great bond between each other, going back to when they was children up to now to their teenage years. You know what I'm saying? But of course, Riri is going to be met with some trauma of losing Natalie and that situation, but then again, now it's gonna be reborn as AI. But I love the sisterhood between these two women right here.
And I don't think we see that very much in the MCU, no?
Right?
So it was good to see.
Absolutely. I'm glad y'all see what I see. You know what I'm saying? Like, they knew what they was doing, even though it was like maybe a minute and a half of this right here. Like
the flashback.
We needed to see this. Like we need to see this because we see this within our family. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So good stuff. Good stuff. All right. The grind is real. You talked about it, man. She was hustling. She was selling not only tech to people in her school, but people in other schools too. I was like, well, damn, well, get your hustle on. You know what I'm saying? With that fake ass 20. You see the 20 in the bottom? That's a fake 20. Those are fake 20s, though. That ain't real 20s.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But she was hustling, and the grind was real. She, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, yo, they don't hand out arc reactors. They don't hand out none of this stuff. I got to create it myself. You know what I mean? So with all that being said, she had that accident in the lab. This dude, Jim Rash, I'm mentioning Jim Rash as the dean of MIT because he got hurt, but also he worked with the Russo brothers in a show called Community, and he was in Iron Man, and he met Tony Stark backstage before Tony went out in one of the Iron Man movies. You know what I'm saying? So he's very relevant to this moment right here because now he's the one that was like, oh, because of these accidents, because you're not doing your projects and all of this and that, you are ruining the Stark legacy. And I'm like, man, shut your ass up. All right, like you bugging. You know what I mean?
He got hurt.
Yeah, he was mad. He was pissed. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But again, this is what happens when experiments go down. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be well prepared. You know what I mean? So now she's talking to the counselor. And the counselor's like, yo, you're not even doing what you're supposed to do. You need to do stuff, matriculate. And she's like, what am I going to do with that? You want me to be working for somebody else? I'm not even that girl. Like, I'm a genius inventor. Like, let me grow. Let me shine. You trying to make me small. You know what I mean? And the counselor's on some like, come on, Riri, that's some BS. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, she did say that.
Like, she kept it real. Like, come on, I've been pushing for you. You've been here for 4 years. And you ain't,
you're gonna graduate anytime soon, like you said, Jay. You've been for 4 years. Like you're pushing yourself back and back again.
Yeah.
You're getting into trouble. It ain't looking good.
It's not. It's not. Well, anything you want to add with this?
No.
Okay.
I already talked.
Yeah, man. She on some like, yo, stop BSing. Da 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 da. She's like, okay, I'm gonna get back to my studies. She's like, nah, you expelled. I'm like, damn. You got to go. I was like, damn.
Gotta go.
Okay. I mean, could be a good thing, right? Sometimes unfortunate things happen to us and it propels us to the next level where we need to go. You know what I mean? So
yeah, because she probably felt confined to this space they keep putting her in. She's trying to grow, so it wouldn't work out anyway.
I think that was kind of the theme too, right? Even when she met up with Xavier, you know what I mean? And he was like, Chicago seems too small for me. Like, she wants to grow and wants to she want to be in outer space. You already know that's where we going. You know what I mean?
Expand.
Yeah. She don't want to be confined to a box. Basically, she don't want to work a regular 9 to 5 either. You see what I'm saying? Like that's like it's kind of like she wants to be her own boss in a way. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to confine to what the world may think of her, what the world may think of Tony Stark, what the world may think about tech. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I can relate. Because I'm an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing things on my own terms. Because I hustle every single day to get what I need. You know what I mean? So I can relate, and I'm sure there's many people out there who are hustling, who's not they don't have a regular job, and they can relate to this right here. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter.
Hustling.
Yeah, it's a grind. You need discipline. You need all of that stuff. So I can relate and connect with this right here. It doesn't matter if you're a guy or girl. Like, the hustle is real. The grind is real. You know what I mean? So they told her to get her stuff. She got that suit. And what you think about the suit? I was impressed by this suit right here.
I was so like, yo, she made that here.
Yeah.
Listen, that suit to
she
me
was hustling so tough. That hustle was so tough. I'm like, she made that here.
Yeah.
That white suit is fire. I'm sorry, I loved it. I
Yeah.
literally saw it in the trailer, and typically with these Disney Plus shows, they'll get you a beginning suit, then toward the end of the episodes, you end up getting another suit.
Yeah.
This suit right here is fire, so I can't wait to see what the ending of the suit's gonna be in the next couple episodes. But this one right here, prime time like Dion.
Oh yeah, you already know I got that. You already know I got that. I got you know I got that.
Yeah.
We're gonna see that in a minute. But I thought it was dope. I thought it was fire, you know what I mean? For her to put that together with her grant money, that's why she was able to take it, because it's her money and this is what she invested in. So even when they try to stop her, it's like, nah, you can't stop me. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here. But the dude, I mean, she got Trevor, the AI, and this is school property. So you know when you get expelled, bam, they're going to shut your whole system down, shut your whole account down, your email and the whole nine. And that's exactly what happened. And that's why this thing broke down and while she was flying to Chicago. And boom, it just.
By the time they shut it down, she was already there.
Exactly. Thank God she was there. Thank God she wasn't over water. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Like, they slow shutting that down.
For real. So what y'all think about the introduction, the themes and the names? The name of IronHeart on the street and on the street signs. I thought that was dope too.
That does, yeah.
Yeah, I think
just let you know whose show it is.
Right.
Yeah, I just think it's part of the Ryan Coogler culture moment. You know what I'm saying? Because we end up seeing, I hope I'm not jumping too far ahead, but we end up seeing like
talk about it all.
The little boy who's a hustler.
Landon.
Himself. Yeah, when she finally landed, like you said, when she finally landed, she's carrying her equipment, and people are like, "Dang, are you okay?" and all this right there. But just then you end up seeing the boys, you know, beating on the side with the on the barrels. You know what I'm saying? Just part of the whole culture, I believe, when it comes to what Ryan is giving us in IronHeart. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about the bucket boy.
Yeah, the bucket boys. You know, the people on the street saying, "Yo, look, you had like a rough day." I'm paraphrasing. Exactly what they said, but you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, Mo. Talk to me about the authenticity of the shot. Is this real? What we were seeing as she's walking down the street, as Landon's pulling up, saying, "Yo, you looking kind of wild right now. You know what I'm saying? I can carry your stuff. You know, because you attracting attention out here. You know what I mean?" And they was trashing her too. Like what the hell? Talk to me,
because they never saw that before. It's like, you know, that's not the norm in Chicago streets. You walking with your gear like that.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's not the norm everybody see every day. I mean, the everyday people see every day. So yeah, it looked legit, Chicago. I see some of the shots.
Okay.
For street.
Okay. Real stuff.
And I like how they introduced IronHeart in the episodes.
Yeah. It wasn't the norm. It wasn't like, you know, just the normal Marvel stuff, you know.
Right.
With the intro. And
with the intro, yeah.
Then it's the name of the character. Just that basic. You know, I thought it was real creative. I love this. Right here. Love this. All right. We meet Angie White, who plays Ronnie Williams. That is Riri's mama. And Riri's mama, man, she's a mama. She knows what's going on. She got a phone call. She paid the janitor to keep tabs on Riri.
Not the janitor.
You know what I'm saying? And the janitor spied to see if she's all right, but she found out everything before she even got there. Yeah. Mo, tell me your impression of Ronnie and Mama Ronnie and her trying to help her out and get to the whole trauma and talk to her.
I'm like, Mama Ronnie, I thought Mama Ronnie might slap Riri a couple of times because the way Riri was stepping to her face, she was like, "You've been gone for a while, so I'm gonna let you cool off." So I'm glad I didn't see the old school, you know, what really would have went down, but you know, so. Cause I'm like,
the shot, that's how they get down in the shot. I was like, girl, you better calm down.
Like, that's your mom. It's like, wait.
Wilding, right?
Right. So yeah, but yeah, I like her mom. I like she seen artsy, and I like that. And we saw her do some painting. So I like art stuff. So
I like
her vibe.
What's your impression of Mama Ronnie as Mo calls it, Lawrence?
I like the mom. I like that mom. I thought she was the average, standard, trying to make sure that her daughter is going to be on P's and Q's type black mom. You know what I'm saying? Like Mo said, don't talk too much because I don't want you to get slapped. You know what I'm saying? There was,
Right.
I remember there was this one line, which we know all black moms, all black parents probably say this right here.
Yeah.
Did you slam my door? Hey,
Yeah,
I
that's
love that.
accurate.
I love that line right there. I like the mom.
Yeah, we like her. We definitely like her. Definitely like her. Good to see Cree Summer come through. You know what I'm saying? Different world is in the building. You know? Yeah, it was good to see her too.
Yeah.
And she was playing Mrs. Stanton. Now I want y'all to remember that last name because that last name going to be very important in the last 3 episodes. I just kind of went. I didn't go ahead. I didn't watch it. I'm just putting pieces together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But what y'all think about Cree? What y'all think about Miss Stanton? Is she going to play a major role?
It's Cree Summers.
Yeah.
Like she has like a golden touch, and she's like everywhere. She's the voice of almost everything, and I love her. So I always loved about her, even when she was on Different World playing Freddie. It's like something about her.
Yeah, Freddie.
I like her energy. So.
Oh yeah, she's always like that ball of fire. You know what I'm saying? Just that free, spirited person that we all kind of love. Like yo, she's just so cute and just like she giving me positivity and making me feel good. You know what I mean, right, Lawrence?
Yes, like she has that bohemian, like you said, Jay, free spirit, bohemian. I'm one with the trees, one with the plants type of personality.
You see both of her parents she came from?
Yeah.
It's definitely what you just said.
Yeah, fact. But we'll see what type of role she's going to play in IronHeart. We'll see how things develop with her.
Yeah.
Affinity TV says she was in Abbott Elementary. I didn't watch that, but I guess she was in there too.
She was the librarian, I believe.
Okay.
They added her in. Yeah, the list. Yeah.
Nice. I like to see our people, you know what I'm saying, just continue to get business and get work and all of this and that. So to see her in this is very significant in why she's in there, why they chose her. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Then we got this dude, Matthew Alam, is playing Xavier. What you think about Xavier, man? I thought he was cool. You know what I'm saying? He is actually the brother to Natalie, like the blood brother to Natalie, right? That's what I thought. That's the way they was talking.
Yeah,
that's what was given, but they really didn't say.
Yeah,
but at the same time, to me, he kind of gave off lover boy energy when it came to him and Riri. You know what I'm saying? It was like a little crush here and there. You want to listen to my mixtape? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the type of energy I was getting. He was very protective in a good way. I'm saying that in a good way.
Yeah.
You trying to look at her, you know what I'm saying? But just got a little cutesy. I may have a crush on you, you may have a crush on me, but we don't want to say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It was real like touch and go because he was like, yeah, I got the mixtape for you and all of this and that. But it was like, yeah, let me bring you to the mural that they did of your stepdad or he said my dad and my sister. So when he said my dad and my sister, Natalie's a sister. Because at first I thought it was like, okay, he trying to holler at Riri, you know what I mean? Like that's what it was, and he was just like some dude on the block. No, he related to them. They mad close, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, they did. Mo, you said it. You said it. They didn't really say it. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like, I guess that's the mystery of the setup.
It's like a linger, like yay or nay. It's like a linger, yay or nay. But
You heard him when he said, "I wish I was there."
I feel like he might get in danger later. He might be up for collateral later. He might be put in a crossfire somewhere because he's so protective of Riri and he worry about her. Like, how you get this money? I don't need these cell phones, and these were Natalie's or whatever. She scratched up my head, so it's like they got to deal with the whole Natalie thing too, because that's the thing they got in common for trauma and dealing with their feelings with the whole losing of Natalie.
What you think, Lawrence? What you think, man?
Yeah, Mo's right. There's a possibility that he may be caught in a crossfire, and Riri may have to come save him because he's going to be trying to follow Riri, right? Because he knows that Riri is basically doing some bad deals with some bad people.
That's right.
And this brother right here, he's definitely concerned about his friend.
Yeah.
I mean, even when she got the money, tried to give him some expensive headphones, he was like, I ain't getting rid of these headphones because these were Natalie's headphones and it just reminds me of her and everything else like that. Real sentimental guy, but he's like emotionally intelligent as well. You know what I mean? Like he wished that he was there before Gary and Natalie got popped. You know what I mean? Like the whole drive-by thing in Chicago. I mean, I'm assuming that's a real thing, Mo. Right? I mean, that
That's
goes
a real
on
thing everywhere, Jay. It's not
I know, but
everyday.
specifically Chicago. I'm just saying specifically. I'm sure that's a real thing. You know what I mean? Of course, everywhere, bro. You know where I'm from.
Yeah.
Yo.
Rob was like, listen, I don't know where you got these Beats by Dre headphones at, but I'm gonna keep them though. I'm gonna keep them. I'm about to plug on my Spotify right now. I'm gonna keep
you know what I mean?
Okay.
Dude, I ain't giving them back. You know what I'm saying? But I know what you're doing some unscrupulous things. I could tell you're doing some stuff you shouldn't be doing because now you give me all this stuff.
Worried.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, y'all right. He's very concerned about her, and it is leaning towards he likes her like that, but it's more so leaning towards like I'm big bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm big bro, and I don't. The same thing that happened to Gary and Natalie, I don't want that to happen to you. So yeah, the crossfire thing, Mo. I think you wanted something with that. Okay, so they go to the junkyard and all this and that. They're getting more junk or whatever, so she can put her suit back together. We meet Manny Montana, who plays John H.R. I just added H.R. That's cousin John. You know what I'm saying? Second in command.
That's Bay for me.
That's Bay for you. Okay.
I see him in other stuff, and I was like, okay. It was Bay until episode 3, and then he wanted to toss my girl around there.
Yeah, and he was tossing Clown around too, which was wild to me. That was like, what the hell?
Slam.
Yeah.
I was like, yo.
Bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Riri stepped up to him like, yo, what you think you doing? You know what I mean? What's wrong with you? You know? So.
And I like Riri. Come on, Shy. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do?
That's it. But he's the cousin to this guy right here. Let's get to it. Let's talk about Hood, Parker Robbins, Anthony Ramos, man, charismatic guy, mysterious thief, hidden agendas, bad influence, and very manipulative, right? So Hood, what y'all think about Hood, man, is Hood going to be a formidable enemy to Riri, especially after we find out John gone, and then the being, right? This being reveals that it was Riri's fault why John is gone. Okay, so what do we think about your boy Hood? Anybody jump in?
The Hood, the one and only Mr. Robbins. He was okay to me. I needed him to be more menacing, more of a big threat. You know what I'm saying? But then again, maybe because it's Riri, it's like I guess you could say like a chill villain. You know what I'm saying? I guess I expected more from him, but because I know his background story, how he actually gets the whole cloak and his powers from evil spirit by the name of Dormammu. You know what I'm saying? But in the MCU, they may change it up. Don't want to spoil it about where he made him getting it from this time.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. I know. You know. But
I'm not going to do it. But so far, good villain. You know what I'm saying? I love the invisibility. I love the blood marks he has on his back. You know what I'm saying? Very, very decent villain so far.
Okay. Mo, you feeling him? Is he Bay too?
I always say he was cute because in other shows I saw him seen him in. Yeah. So yeah, he always cute. Is with his hair short or long, so he's still a cutie pie. Yeah, but I like him. Like you said, charismatic. He's the leader. He's the one that put these plans in motion and who they target is and everything. But like Lauren said, you was hoping he'd be more turned, but after this episode, he definitely gonna be turned because he lost his right and left hand man. Okay, John. Right. Okay. Yeah. Cause John, he was the recruiter, he was HR, he was all the things.
Right.
The getaway driver, he was everything to Parker. So yeah, so he definitely gonna turn up.
Stuart, this clown. Clown.
Stuart fumbled the bag, man.
Oh yeah.
Stuart in a struggle fro.
That's it. No, don't call him Stewart. Call me Rampage.
Rampage.
Get up out of here.
No.
Fire tech guy. Let's go through the crew real quick. We got Slug, the hacker extraordinaire. We got Roseblood or Roseblood, the muscle. We got Clown, pyrotechnic specialist. And we got Jerry Blood. That's part of the Blood Twins, you know what I'm saying? And
siblings,
yeah, the Blood siblings. Yeah. So, what you think about them? Think they was good, or was it a clown show?
I think everybody was good at what they do.
Okay.
For me, it was a clown show. I really didn't need that. I really didn't need that crew. You know what I'm saying? I could have got enough with the second in command and the light skinned brother with Afro. I feel like I've seen that dude in some other stuff. I just can't think of what.
Yeah,
he has been.
He's been in mad stuff.
Yeah. Y'all ever see an actor? Y'all ever see a black actor? Right? You like, yo, I seen him in some stuff. I just can't figure it. I seen him in some. I don't know where I seen him in, but
right.
Yeah, I could have did without the crew. You know what I'm saying? I just really needed light skinned brother, the second in command, and I could have called it a day. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They all play a pivotal role in this episode. We see because they all have special, unique talents that are actually needed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. If you was in a crew, which one would you be? Would you be the hacker? Would you be pyrotechnic, explosives, or would you be the muscle? Mo, who would you choose as far as in the crew? What specialty would you have?
Give me the explosive.
Okay. Lawrence?
I think I'll probably end up being a hacker only because I like computers. You know what I'm saying? I like tech. I like content management systems.
I don't need that kind of pressure.
Yes. I'll probably be the hacker. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
Okay. What you think about the licks that they was doing? First they was doing the tunnel, took over the tunnel, right? And then the hood went in there.
You didn't even say who you gonna be.
Oh, you want me to tell you?
Yes, you guys.
I would definitely be the mechanic technique specialist. That's where I would be.
Yeah. Nope. That wasn't even an option.
That's right. I cheated a little bit. Yeah, y'all always supposed to say IronHeart, yo. But it's all right. This is where I would be, because I would love to do the tech. You know what I'm saying? I would love it. If I knew how to do all that, put all that together, I would love to do what Riri does. You know what I mean? For real. So that would be my specialty. That would be my specialty. But let's move it along. So she gets down, right? She gets offered to be down with the crew to get some licks going or whatever. Big box of money. Do we got money? I know you want to get this, this suit going. This, that, and the third. So this was the first level of temptation for Riri. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be tempted with the money. And she knows she needed it. Yeah, she got tested in the elevator. We seen that a million times in the trailer. And she passed the test. So
her way. That's how
her
Stu
way,
got
exactly.
fired. That's how Stu got fired.
Right. Which I like. But what do y'all think about Riri in this decision? I know you was like, nah, I don't do it. Even she was like, no at first, right? But she was tempted by the money, man. And I think that's what a lot of people, some people have a problem with it, but I'm just like, bruh, be real with yourself. How many times were you tempted to do something and you did it and you knew it was wrong? Like, people got to stop the double standard. I hate that. Some people, I saw in the comments real quick. I saw in the comments, people was on some like, I would like it, but she's a thief and this, that, and the third. I said, hold up, who's your favorite freaking Marvel character? Oh, he said Loki and Bucky. I was like, you just set yourself up. Bucky is an assassin. Loki is a criminal mischief dude that murdered mad people just to try to get on top.
And he still.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So these are your favorites, but yet you got a problem with Riri? Come on, stop the cat. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Stop the bull. You know what I mean? They just looking for stuff. I'm like, yo, every character is flawed.
Yeah.
Every character is flawed.
Yes.
And it's on purpose because they trying to show that they are human, but they gain these superpowers or whatever, and they get the opportunity to become. It's called a character arc. Hello. You know what I'm saying? People made a decision off of the first 3 episodes. I don't like her because she's a criminal. Man, she didn't even want to do it. She wanted to get money so she can get a suit to protect her family. So if a drive-by happened again, her mother won't get popped, ex won't get popped. You know what I'm saying? That's her whole motivation, to save her family and to make sure they safe. You know what I mean? So Lyric, let's talk about her real quick. Lyric Ross, aka Natalie. So she's so beautiful. She has grown so much. I watched her grow up on This Is Us, and here she is right here. What y'all think about Natalie?
I like how you broke it up like it's an acronym. So what does Natalie stand for?
I knew you was gonna ask me that. I don't know. I gotta watch it again.
Yeah, they said it.
They did. They did.
That's a long acronym.
It's a long one.
They said it. It was a whole lot of technical terms and stuff like that. Listen, y'all go back and let me know. Go get the captions and let me know. But she is an AI. 4 hours of waiting for the suit to charge up, and she had the stuff connected to her mind, and she basically subconsciously projected Natalie into the personality of the AI, just like Jarvis, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yep. So, what y'all think about this, man? Were you impressed by this? Some people like, I'm like, I love it. Go ahead.
It was a dope concept to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just think if you could build your own personal AI like this by accident. This was like a freak accident almost, right? Mm-hmm. But for this to happen, like you said, Jay, her own personal Jarvis, right? This concept is amazing. I thought it blew me away when I saw it. Like, I'm like, this is great. I love this right here.
Yeah.
I loved it too. It's another way for her to deal with that trauma. Mm-hmm. Even though it's maybe hard, but yeah, like you see how she was acting towards Natalie at first. Mm-hmm. Because so that's another way of dealing with that. And yeah, I like it. What else? I was about to say something, I forgot what it was. Okay. Yeah, I like it. And I just know if it was, even though it might be hard, I just know if it was me, I wouldn't like it. Especially if it was my brother. I can't do that. I would like F no. Yo. Time out. So I would have the same reaction.
And like you said, Mo, it was due to the trauma. You know what I'm saying? We saw what happened in the early episodes with the shooting of the stepfather, her losing her best friend. You know what I'm saying? So that's how she rejected it, because she didn't know how to react to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean you're Natalie physically right here? I'm talking to you. Like, that's mind-blowing in itself. So there's a lot of trauma that she has to unpack. And considering this is only 6 episodes, I don't know if we're even going to see her unpack all this trauma that she's been through with. You know what I'm saying? Well, again, maybe I'm wrong because I'm getting ahead of myself. Never mind. We may see it.
Yeah, I wonder how X gonna deal with it, because the mama already saw Natalie. How X gonna deal with that?
And if you remember, the mama was like, "Well, can you recreate one of these for I think she said the stepdad." You know what I'm saying?
Gary.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Nah, I can't do it. I didn't even know how I did this." With Natalie. You know what I'm saying? But Natalie eventually speaks with Ronnie, and Ronnie's painting, and she projects herself onto the screen and all this and that. Like, it was. You could tell, man, they really was a tight-knit family, and they really love each other, and it's just unfortunate what happened, but this is what happens every day, right? Yeah. So Joe, a.k.a. Ezekiel Stain, I was blown away by this, fam. I was blown away by this because I wasn't expecting it. You know what I'm saying? Ezekiel Stain. Do you know who he is? Y'all know who he is?
Yeah.
Man, when they revealed this, I was like, oh.
I said that too. I'm like, oh.
I was like, yo, he was like, I don't want to be like my dad. He was a pushover. You know what I'm saying? The neighbors got the dogs pooping on his yard. He's like, can you please stop?
Disrespectful.
Real disrespectful. And then Riri telling him, yo, you need to step up. Stop letting people push you over. And then he starts stepping up. And
except for me, because I got the soup. Without the venison soup.
Right. I got the venison soup. You know what I'm saying? So basically she blackmailed him because she needed a piece from Joe, a.k.a. Ezekiel, right, in order for her suit to work in the whole 9, and he's on the black market, and he's like, I don't know, maybe he doesn't live here, he's not on the black market. She's like, I didn't say black market, you know what I'm saying? So I think he helped her out, but I think he will possibly become a villain.
His daddy right there, who you show on the screen, Obadiah, going back to the earlier Iron Man movies, his daddy was an op, Jay.
Straight up.
You know, they kind of went into business together, you know what I'm saying? But the way he did his suit, you know, back in the comics, he had a typical iron suit, right? But eventually he fused the suit into his own body. So he didn't have to even step into an actual suit in the comics.
Oh, yeah. In the comics, yeah.
I was going to get to that. Yep. more antics and love right here, which I love. Again, the whole sisterhood thing, but you know, she's like, yo, you need to question this hood guy, man. They up to no good. So she was trying to warn her. She knew it. She did her little research. But as we get to our first lick with the tunnel and all of this and that, I thought it was pretty clever how they did that and how they got the contract and all of that. And somebody was like, oh, well, you know, as a legal professional, it's not realistic for her to just sign over and them get paid. You know, I'm like, yo, bro, this is not reality.
It's not
like,
reality.
Can you get out of your booty, man, with your little tight wad self? Like, this is freaking a fictional show. Why are you adding this whole, well, legally? Shut up. They just trying to find something to grab onto and to nitpick at. I'm like, yo, dog, shut up.
I like how they had the tunnel story. Because they supposed to be building this tunnel. I like that because in Chicago we have this thing called a Lower Wacker Drive that I hate. It's narrow. You don't get no signal for nothing. Traveling through that mud. I hate it. It's downtown. I hate the little. If you from Chicago, you know what I'm talking about. Like, yo. So I'm like, okay, the tunnel for people can drive through. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
They trying it out here too. Trying it out here in Vegas. So we already got tunnels going from like the convention center going to different hotels. But now they trying to do a tunnel to go from like the hotels down to the airport because everybody knows when it's traffic here, it's crazy. So yeah, I thought it was kind of realistic, if you want to say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yep. So we see so we see the hood in action. You know what I mean? And then the suit freezes up because the cop has the strap pointed at your girl.
Riri.
Yep.
And Natalie.
And Natalie freezes up. Every time there's a strap involved, Natalie freezes up because that's what happened. That's Riri's subconscious mind because you know what I'm saying? Like Natalie was in the corner and she got popped. That's why Gary went over there to protect her. That's why both of them got popped.
Yeah.
You know?
Or memory.
Yeah, I thought that was dope. Okay. We're gonna wrap this up soon. So man, they get the lick, they get money, they having fun. You can see it in the background here where they shooting the money around and all of this and that. This dude is praying to Dumamu or whatever god that he praying to. I was like, oh boy. And then, you know, the scales on his back is growing. And John is like, I can't cover this up with tattoos no more. You know, then Clown gets the hood, puts it on. Like it's hot, but it's not. And all this and that. It's not funky. And Riri gets the idea, yo, we should analyze this because this is not normal. You know, her genius mind is going. And that's when John did what he did. Pushed the head on the table, took the hood. You know what I mean? And Riri was like, yo, don't do that. Don't do that, son. Don't do that. Like she was stepping to him, you know, but the hood, he calmed it down. You know, Parker calmed it down on the whole nine. So speeding up, it get to the next lick, which is like some botanical garden underneath the sea, right? And Riri's on a mission to get a piece of the cloak so she can analyze it. At the same time, Natalie was acting like she was Ironheart in the suit, moving like that. John thinks it's Riri in the suit, but Riri is like swimming and she got this whole cloak thing so she won't be detected from Ezekiel. And you know, this guy turns around and unalives the dude and they get trapped in that underwater botanical garden thing. You know what I mean? So they trying to get out. And to make a long story short, man, if you guys seen it, man, it was wild. I thought the action, what do you think about the action scenes? What was going on with that whole thing, Mo?
I like the action because he just feel like, yo, while Riri was below him trying to get some off his cape, he did a disappearing act. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
And then he turned up and then, you know, his eyes dark, black, and that was wild. And I thought him disappearing, I thought he was going to find Riri underneath.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I got nervous for her. I was sweating. Look, perspirating under my arm and everything.
Yeah, you sweating. You was sweating. I thought he felt her. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you supposed to be this like being. You don't feel this little laser on the cape. I would think the cape would be like kind of like Doctor Strange cape. Like it would be like, you know what I'm saying? Like it would move. You know what I mean? What you think, Lawrence?
Well, I'm just gonna say, even with her cutting the laser, I'm like, you don't smell no smoke or something like that,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like I know the Cape has these powers and all that.
Yeah.
But they say the best lick for last. You know what I'm saying? The action this right here for episode 3 was basically what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Had no problems with this right here.
Right. The Hood deleted Natalie and Riri's stepdad. Really? Really? Okay. Okay. We'll see. We'll see if that's real. We'll see that's real. You know what I'm saying? That was interesting. Yeah, man. I thought it was cool. I thought the action sequence was cool and the pyrotechnics and all of this and that and the way they got out. You know, they had the dude had them trapped and they was about to choke and die. And then John finds out that she got a piece of the Hood. So John is trying to fight her and all of this and that. And then here comes Natalie in the suit to save Riri. But they didn't save John. I was like, damn, they just left him there to die, bruh.
Yeah. Riri was like, yo, I'm just gonna let this man die. He put his hands on me. He slammed me on that table, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, things change. You know, things change.
Like, would you have left him there, Mo?
Yes.
I know.
Yes, I would. He was like slinging her like a rag doll. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. The one thing, I don't know if you remember, I don't know if y'all noticed, she did drop the little cloth that she had to conceal herself.
Yep, the skin.
And I think whoever went in there, somebody picked it up, whether the cops or whatever. So, yeah.
Definitely gonna come back for sure.
Definitely gonna come back. Okay. And
I
then
just like how the suit, as she was gasping for air, she was bent over. I like how the suit came in and covered. It was flawless. I was like, yo, that's dope.
Covered her and just put her inside the suit. Yeah, that was dope. That was Natalie. Shout out to Natalie AI. Right. Mm-hmm. So rest in peace. You know, your boy, you know, Hood is like, yo, what happened to John? And Riri has to lie and be like, I don't know.
She technically didn't. Well, she did.
She did.
She told the truth about he's in one of the rooms, but he wasn't moving.
Right. So that's true. That's true. But she withheld the information that this dude was trying to get me and take me out. And I just left his ass in there because he was trying to kill me. You know what I'm saying? So she withheld all that information. And you know what? She felt bad about it.
Yeah, she did. Terrible.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? She felt bad about the whole thing. And I don't get these folks out here thinking that she's like a menace, a thief, and she's just heartless. No, she's IronHeart, bro. She got a heart.
Right.
You know what I mean? Lawrence, any thoughts on that, man?
Yeah, because we know that he says, yo, Riri, I need you to scan the area for him. Can you find him? She scans the area. She's like, well, he's there, but his body is lifeless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know, for Riri, that's a lot to take in. You know what I'm saying? As a young person, 17-year-old, you got a cop shooting at you. You know what I'm saying? Cop almost killed you. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with trauma. Then, you know what I'm saying? Another person died, basically, in a botanical cell. You know what I'm saying? So now Riri's like, yo, what's going on right now? But, that was the Hood. That was the Hood's best man. You know what I mean?
That's his cousin. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for him, he said that he would be out of here. You know what I mean? So rest in peace to John. Not really. But so he goes back. I'm done with this. You lied to me. Da 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 da. He's in his place, and then the being. I'm just gonna call it the being. We know, but we ain't gonna spoil it. But the being reveals as you see the shadow of Riri's suit, who actually was the person responsible for the unalivement of your boy John, right? As we wrap this up, man, we just went through all 3 episodes of what we know and what we like and what we didn't like. Take Me Home was the first one. Will the Real Natalie Please Stand Up is number 2. And We Endanger Girl. Out of these 3, which one is your favorite episode? Lawrence?
For me, like I said, in my review, it really did not get popping until episode 3. You know what I'm saying? Even when Riri was talking to Natalie, she was like, yo, are you okay? And Riri's like, no, I'm not okay. And that's how the episode ends. And that's when episode 3 had me wanting more, literally. I was like, yo, I need them other 3 episodes, y'all. I need to know what happened. Like, what's going on? Episode 1 and 2, kind of like a snooze fest a little bit. But episode 3, popping for me. It was my favorite.
Got you. Mo, what was your favorite? 1, 2, or 3?
Riri, we in danger, girl. Yeah.
Number 3. Yeah, it started to pop off. Yeah, I think 1 and 2 was a good setup. I wouldn't call it snooze fest. I would call it like a setup because they got to establish everybody, and then we got to get to the logistics of it all and get to the how we going to get this done and stuff like that. But yes, We in Danger Girl was definitely like one of my favorites too, or the favorite. And then we got Bad Magic, Karma's a Glitch, and The Past is the Past, the last 3. What do y'all think, man? Let's get into it real quick as we wrap this up, family. Let's talk about predictions. All right, let's talk about predictions real quick. We know the hood is going to definitely go after Riri, right? After he finds out that she was responsible for the cousin's death and all of this and that, right? And that deal, the whole deal got bossed up, and it wasn't Riri's fault, but again, it's going to be kind of crazy. What do you think the hood is going to do? Is he going to be a formidable enemy? Is he going to be responsible for Riri being taken out? What do you think, Mo? I'll start with you.
Yeah, if he still keep wearing that hood, yeah, he's going to be an enemy. And you see, look at his bag. It's just growing and growing. It's going to be filled up. So, yeah. I can't wait to see.
Can't wait to see. Lawrence.
How he going to approach Riri, though?
Yeah, I think the team may be a little bit fractured now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested to see how I think it's going to work out with the rest of the team, knowing that his A1 is currently down. How they're going to rally around him. We know he's going to go after Riri eventually whenever he finds out the truth about what happened. I'm wondering what's going to happen also with Ezekiel, with the son.
We're going to get to that.
With Joe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we'll see him in a suit per se or something like that. I don't think he's going to be in a suit, but
here we go. You want to get to it? You want to push me over there? You want to get your running shoes on? Here we go. Let's get to it. I think we going to have Ironmonger 2, yo. You remember when Riri was helping him out with the thing that was in his hand, in his wrist, in his forearm?
Yeah.
That, if you look right over there, on the right side, he is going to go after Riri. Something's going to happen. And they're going to have a battle. This is all from the trailer, family. This is not a spoiler. This is from the trailer that's already out there, okay? So this is not a spoiler. These are predictions and clips from the trailer, okay?
Yep.
Just to be clear. They be like, they spoiled it. No, we didn't. It's already out there for everybody to see. Okay.
Yeah, I could definitely see them bumping heads, and then he going against, she's not down with whatever. And know, thank you for teaching me how to stand up for myself. He said, "Oh no, you." He gave her the blueprints. Oh no, you. You gonna meet me at my place tomorrow.
Right.
You will be there. Like, okay. Yeah. So she woke up this beast at him because when he went to the bunker, he didn't want to touch nothing because he feel. I guess he knows that he will fall into that whole tech and dark stuff. So it's like,
he didn't want to be like his father. He didn't want to turn into his father because he's like, I didn't want to go that way. But
the way it's looking,
she created a monster. Like, stand up for yourself. Okay, you're first. I'm going to stand up to you, and I'm going to take that tech. She's probably that's what he's probably want to do. He want to take her suit. You know what I'm saying? And
you see how he was eyeing the suit when she had that wagon came to the place. He did.
It's given Sinners Part 2. Watch out for the colonizers out here. Watch out for the Remy's out here, y'all.
Funny.
And then, as we've been speaking about all this time, the biggest reveal that will happen in the MCU is going to happen on IronHeart. I don't know when. I don't know if it's going to be the 7th episode or 7th episode. Is it going to be the 5th? It's going to be the 4th? Who knows? But it's going to be the biggest reveal in the MCU. So we going to go.
Now, Jay, typically with the Disney Plus shows, usually on the 5th episode, right? Yeah. That's when you end up getting a surprise hero or a surprise villain or something like that, if they continue to follow tradition. But they made them saving it for the very last episode. I think it's going to be either 5 or 6. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
Yeah.
Probably 6. Being that it's like the shortest, series at this point. But we are going to get this lady right here, Zelma Stanton. That is Mrs. Stanton's daughter. So Mrs. Stanton's daughter obviously practiced magic. So we're going to get the tech and the magic put together. Yeah. So again, this is all from the trailer, family. This is not a spoiler. If you pay attention to the trailer and you break it down the way we do, you'll see all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, you talking about the new suit. You already know I got that right there. Look. Tech and magic. That's the new suit.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Gonna be crazy.
Listen, Riri suits are fire. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
They fire. They have something special about them, you know?
Oh, yeah. It's not janky. It's not like, it doesn't look like it's cheap.
Right.
You're right.
The CGI is on point. Like, this don't look like no whack CGI. This looks really good.
Very crisp. Like I said, very crisp.
Absolutely. Okay. All right, IronHeart is the #1 show on Disney. So here's the advice. IronHeart is actually good. Don't let Rotten Tomatoes fool you. If you haven't seen it, go see it. I watched it like 4-5 times as far as the first 3 episodes, and I can't wait for 6. The rest to come out next week, and we're gonna be here next week to talk about the final episodes of IronHeart. Fam, I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy today. You know what I'm saying?
You know.
Hey, it's been a minute. I appreciate y'all, fam. Let the people know what y'all got going on your channels. I'm gonna start with ladies first. Monique 69 Ways. What's going on your channel?
Oh, what is going on my channel? I've been to reality TV shows, so
yep.
We just finished up the Never Ever Mets this week. So if y'all watched it on OWN, it's their reality dating show. If y'all into that, just go check out the playlist. What else? The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Okay.
Did a panel, so that was Wednesday. So go check that out. And I do sometimes, every now and again, I do Beyond the Gates, which is that black soap opera. That's on CBS. So yeah, and I can't think of nothing else right now. My mind is fogged. So yeah, just make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I drop something or go live.
There you go, man. Thank you for rocking with your boy, the Lawrence Report. My guy, what's going on with your channel?
My God, I appreciate you letting me get on. You know what I'm saying? Always grateful to be on with y'all, you and Mo. For my channel, I did my review episodes 1 through 3 of IronHeart. Make sure y'all check that out. My latest content, I did Forever. If y'all was watching that, I did Straw with Tyler Perry.
Nice.
And next week, I'll be doing the rest of these episodes. So if you're a big Marvel fan, you know, my channel has a lot of Marvel content. When I can get it out when I can, make sure I hit the subscribe button.
That's what's up. And as far as your boy, you know, I go live every now and then sporadically when I'm doing my walks, you know what I'm saying? Morning walks, entertainment talk. So stay tuned to me. We talking about everything from mother freaking Kendrick Lamar to Diddy to every show, BMF. Okay. Godfather Harlem just dropped that finale. Check that out. Thank you to over 2,000 people that watched it. Keep watching it. Do what you need to do. And definitely keep it locked right here. VKJ TV.
The Chi.
That's right. We can't forget the Chi, your hometown. Yes,
Chi.
I covered the Chi as well. I don't know why I don't remember it. Yeah, this one was this last episode, boy. Oh my God.
You see, I was like,
oh my God, the Chi. Yeah, so family, just stay tuned, locked in. Make sure you subscribe to Monique 69 Ways channel and the Lawrence Report channel. Make sure you stay locked in with these great individuals that I rock with. You know what I'm saying? I rock with it. Okay, and they rock with me. Okay? So if they rock with me, I rock with them. That's how we move. Okay? This is the MH motherfreaking you haters to you. Okay? We love IronHeart. I can't wait for the final episodes. It's gonna be fire, I believe. Yes. And family, I mean, I think that's it, man. Any last words? Any last words you want to say to the people?
No, I mean, I just want to say, like you said, Jay. Listen, I really do believe these next 3 episodes of IronHeart is going to be fire. I think it's going to be a lot of conversations. Put it like that on these next 3 episodes. That's all I can say.
Yeah. It's going to be crazy. I love it. All right, fam. We will see you next time right here on the MHU. Till next time. Salute.
I don't wanna go.